What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. So, how you doing? Good, great. So let's take a look at what the heck's been going on since I ended all these listings. Um, I've been wanting to do videos a lot more than I have been. So let's see if I can improve on that. I need to do a daily schedule. I used to have one, and it's not up here on the board anymore. So I need to go back to do that. So that's something that, or those are two things that'll help me. I don't know, maybe a schedule will help you. It's not a bad idea. And then let's talk about ending all these listings. So if I was to do this again, I ended over 4,000 listings, if you don't know, out of 7,200 basically. And right now we're at just under 3,000 listings. Let me look. We are at 2,987. We're doing 11 per day or going live. Got listings scheduled out for almost 3 weeks. Because to do 11 a day for me is not hard. The hard part comes with you got to be making the money to spend the money, right? To go get new inventory, which I have some somewhere back there. Kind of a mess because I'm going through and cleaning up. I have way too much extra inventory. Some of it is bad. Probably 50% of it is, I don't know if bad's the right word, slow selling brands. That's the word. So I got some slow selling brands. I've got some medium stuff that'll do okay if priced right. And then I've got some really good stuff. So I I liked having maybe a month's worth of inventory. So that would have been back when I was doing 30 a day. So that'd be what, 900 pieces, 1,000 pieces, I think is what I wanted back stock, just in case anything goes wrong. The store stops selling for some stupid reason, you can still list. So a month's worth of inventory, maybe that's a lot for some people. I don't know. If you're only doing 5 a day, that's not much, 150 pieces, but it's also a lot because you're only doing 5 a day. So I'm going through all the stuff, cleaning it up, or sorting through it, I should say. I'm not cleaning it up, sorting through it. And then the stuff that's not so great, I'm having a yard sale this weekend, probably have another one sometime in July. I have thousands of items to get rid of. So I'm hoping that people will just come and hand me their money. And I'm going to get rid of as much stuff as possible, obviously. And then it's kind of like resetting everything, cleaning up, which frees up some mental space. So that crap's gone. Oh, we just made a sale. The old eBay. Um, and so that's part of the plan. But if I was to go back and do this again, I would do it differently. So I would do inventory. So I would grab bin number one, bring it over here, search for it on the computer. I would go through, and then when I came across an item that I didn't want to keep, that's when I would end the listing. Rather than ending 4,000 listings one night, I would do it gradually. Because let's look at the traffic. I have it all pulled up and ready to go. What day is this? Okay, so this is June 9th. So on June 9th, the day I did it, well, I did it at night. So let's do June 8th. 338,000 impressions, which I don't know, if you're selling 100 items, it's great. Anyways, 338,000. The very next day, 182,000. Well, 2 days later, because June 9th was 309,000 impressions. Very next day, 182,000 impressions. So we took a big hit, right? Which is what you'd expect. I should have just kind of gradually done it over time. Um, so let's look at I wrote down some statistics. So I took 18 days, so June 10th through June 28th. It's actually 19 days, isn't it? 7, 14, 15, 16. No, that's 18 days. Yeah, that's 18 days. Anyways, so 18 days. Um, June 10th to June 27th. And then I took the previous 18 days. So Let's start with the previous 18 days. So May 23rd through June 9th, 6,025,666 impressions, 9,318 page views, 161 sold. I wasn't selling a lot. I didn't have good stuff. So for every 37,426,000 impressions, I sold one item. For every 58 page views, I sold one item. Could be good, could be bad. I don't know. I mean, again, it all depends on your items, right? That's if you had, I don't know, pick a great brand. If you had all, sorry, my back itches. If you had all of a really great brand, probably gonna sell. Like if you had some vintage Levi's or vintage Levi's stuff, not just jeans, probably all gonna sell pretty fast. Or whatever good listing brand that you think sells fast has a 100% sell through rate. If you have 7,000 of them, you're probably, you know, if you have 3 million impressions or 6 million impressions, I mean, probably going to be selling a ton of stuff. Okay, so the since I ended it, 18 days, if I could only talk, geez. So from June 10th to June 27th, 3,179,545 impressions, 5,590 page views, and 85 sold. Okay. So it took 37,406 impressions to sell one item. So that was actually better than before. But it took 66 page views to sell one item. Before it only took 58. Really, my numbers, when you look at it that way, how many it took to sell an item, are basically identical. So that just says the crap wasn't selling. Now, if we go in here and we just, oh, I can do it right here. So let's go back 90 days. Because I want to help people if people are thinking, God, I got some crappy items that I need to end. So my traffic looks horrible. But my traffic, so, and you could say, oh, it's summer slowdown or pre-summer slow. I don't know. Say whatever you want. My traffic was good, and then around the beginning of May, my traffic started to decline. Why? I don't know. So here's the other thing, and I need to pull this up so I can properly tell you. Sorry. So let's go October to December. I had a very sharp decline in traffic mid-October, and it continued. It continued through, oops, wrong page. I'm going to tell you here 1 second. Ooh, voice. Okay, mid-October, and it just kept going down. So, ooh, wrong page. So here, I'm looking at my chart. I would share this if I knew how. Well, I mean, I know how to do the recordings differently to share screens. But anyway, so I went from 1.5 million impressions on average at the beginning of October. By the end of the year, I was at 500,000. My traffic was decreased by a third. I didn't change the items that I listed, some good, some bad. My brand knowledge wasn't what it is now, and it's still not the best. Like, I still have a lot to learn. I've spoken with probably, I don't know, I'd say probably seriously 10 different agents over the last 3, 4 months, just about different issues. And then I'd bring this up. Hey, can you look at my traffic? And, you see the sharp decline? Yeah. Do you know why? No. Yeah. Just list more items, list good items, take good pictures, have good time. They tell every single one of them will tell you whatever they have in their little workbook, right? I'll tell them this, here's the basics. Have good pictures, offer free shipping, have a white background, do this, do that, free returns, and all the basic stuff. None of them really know how the algorithm works. If I list more, will I sell more? Or if I list more, will my traffic go up? Nah, it doesn't really matter how many you list per day. Oh, What if I sell more than I list? Does that affect anything? No, doesn't really matter. Okay. So anyways, you ask them questions about the algorithm and they just get the general understanding that eBay gives them, which I get. eBay's not going to tell everyone, hey, this is the secret. They're not going to do that. So it's frustrating, but I understand. You're not going to tell everyone your industry secrets because what if that person quits and then I'm going to tell you some more numbers, so I'm looking some stuff up. But what if that person quits eBay and then they go sell on eBay? Well, now they've got a huge advantage over the rest of us, right? 610. So I get that they don't tell everyone. I got the phone call of doing the promoter listing advance. Talked to that guy. That was 3 months ago. Had a conference call, hour-long conference call with him, and told me a bunch of stuff. And anyways. Okay, so now let's look at different things. So the same time period, May 23rd through June 9th, and then June 10th through the 27th. So 18 days before I ended, and the 18 days after I ended. So organic impressions, 17.1%, promoted 82.9. That's before. Since 14.9 organic, 85.1 promoted. So my promoted has gone up. Okay. So before, top 20 search slot impressions, 0.8. Rest of search slot impressions, 4.4. Since I ended the listings, top 20 went up to 1.1%. Rest went to 5.5. So top 20 increased 0.3, 5.5 increased 1.1%, or rest of search slot increased 1.1%. So top 20, that's pretty self-explanatory. And then the rest of the search slot impressions would be like you're at the bottom of page 1 or you're on page 5. Non-search impressions are just when your listing shows up for different reasons I can't fully understand or explain, sorry. Conversion rate has gone down though, 0.1. Kind of crappy. I was going to look at one other thing, and I don't remember what it was. So that's cool. One thing I didn't look at is, so right now, 85 divided by 18, 4.7 is how many we're selling. 161 divided by 18, 8.9 is what I was selling before. So 8.9 per day on average before, 4.7. So a little less than cut in half. Scary. It's scary to sell. Well, I've sold 4 items today. I sold 4 yesterday. Sold 3 the day before, 4 the day before, 8, 2, 5, 3. So my average, well, we told you 4 point, what did I say, 5? Right here, 4.7. That's scary. It's not much money coming in, right? So let's say we have items with a really high sell-through rate, 90-day sell-through rate. Obviously, that's what we want, okay? So that means it could take until September 9th for things to start turning around. Now, it's not black and white, right? It's not like, oh, okay, this has 100% sell-through rate for 90 days. So it's going to sell on X date. Like you can't predict that. But obviously, if that number is at 100%, it's probably going to sell faster than if the number is at 10%, right? So I'm sure everyone, understands that, but excuse me again. The encouraging thing is I've seen some items that I bought recently. Like I bought some items over the weekend, even though I don't really need to buy more items. Uh, I was with my business partner. He lives 7.5 hours away. So I was explaining to him everything that I've learned about brands and different things. So we did the zip code lookup at his house, and then we went to a thrift. And we found some good stuff. listed that stuff as drafts over the weekend, put it into the schedule. It got scheduled. I think it went live Sunday. Yeah, Sunday. And then the next day we sold one, sent 3 offers on the others of these really good items. And we only picked up 30 pieces maybe. Um, but it's encouraging to see some of this stuff sell at a higher price because it's a better item. So you have to have a little bit of courage um, to do this. I went through, I broke down, I know exactly how much money I need to make per day to cover my salary, cover the inventory at my current ASP, what it's going to cost, the inventory cost on my current ASP, and to pay the rest of any bills, which isn't much associated with running the business. So I have that number. So that's good to know that every day I need to make X, which I'm not doing right now. Um, it's $251, and we're doing, well, I can tell you. Let's look at our average per day since June 9th. I actually haven't done that, I don't think. Custom June 10th. Because these are all the things you got to think of if you're going to, let's go through yesterday since today's not. All the things you have to think of if you're going to start ending listings. Which I think in the long run, this is going to pay off. Because you're getting the crap out of your store. Now, does it bring your store down? Some say yes, some say no, some don't know. I don't know what eBay doesn't really. You talk to the reps. Like I said, they don't know much about the algorithm, so they're not going to know. But I don't know, man. It's hard to say if those items dragging you down. Now, I have heard that, like, I had a 7,000 item store and I was selling probably, well, we saw that it was low for the last 18 days, only 9, but I was probably selling around 10 to 12 on average per day. Not great for 7,000 items, right? So, but that was my sell-through rate. So my store, I always thought for the last 2 years, what is wrong with my store? Nothing was wrong with my store. It was selling exactly like it should have been. You have things that sell slow, they're going to be in your store for a year and then they'll sell. That's why I'd see old listings sell every now and then and I'm like, "What in the world? I must be doing something right, otherwise these old ones wouldn't sell." Well, they're selling on their timetable. Okay, so let's look at for the last, this will be for 17 days. Oops. 17 days. $105. So I need 251. I'm not even making half of what I need per day to sustain this business. Now, breathe easy for me because I don't know the exact piece count, but I have, let's say 500 items, okay, that are good and need to be listed. So at, what are we at, 11 per day? I'll jump up to 12 when I do some more. So I'm scheduled out, I think it's 16 days now because I haven't scheduled any drafts for a few days. So 16 days, that puts us at day 14th of July. So the next time I go to schedule some drafts, I'm going to do 12 per day. So 12 per day, that's 360 a month. So I have at least another month. So I have at least until mid-August before I have to go buy more inventory. I probably will go buy more inventory before then because it's just, I know some good brands that are selling for me and they're selling for good prices. So, say, I don't know, this might be kind of contradictory for some, but I have a mix of good brands and medium brand sell-through rate brands, let's say. So I'm not going to get rid of them because I know they'll sell. They just won't sell as fast. Maybe the sell-through rate is only 25 to 30% for 90 days instead of 60%. So I can go pick up once a week, say 10 items that I find that have this really good, 50% plus sell-through rate. And I know they're going to sell quickly. It's not going to bankrupt me. If I go pick up 10 items, that's like $70. $60, depending, what category they're in, how it's priced at Goodwill. So off of that $70, if you can make, say it all sells for $30, wouldn't you do that? I mean, I think it's worth it because you can add it in with the okay stuff or medium range. I don't know. I think for me, that's how I'm gonna approach it. I have, well, you guys can't see it, but I have probably 40 really good items to list. I actually found some when I was going through stuff in the back that need to be washed. It's good brand. So, but I need to do that. I need to do my inventory and continue pulling the old items out, get everything ready for the garage sale, continue cleaning up. So there's a lot to do. You can't do everything. Just like you can't learn everything. I can't learn 100 brands today that I should go pick up. So for me, I have to remember, and maybe this will help you too, that it's not about I have 20 tasks, I have to complete them all today. It's about what can I do each day to make my store a little bit better? Like I'm going through and repricing things. I have only 3,000 items, which is easier, but it's still time consuming. I've been working on it for over a week. Um, and then we're going to go through every single listing, make sure the title's correct, make sure all the item specifics are filled out. Excuse me, make sure the pictures are okay. Now, 98% of them, pictures should be fine. Like there's very few that should have bad pictures. So my point is, we're just doing these little things every day to help the store get a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. And then I notice when I revise a listing, sometimes it'll get an offer, sometimes it'll sell, sometimes there'll be a watcher on it. So, I know it gives you a little bump when you fix things sometimes, depending on what you fix, I guess, but it's a slow process, but it's also worth it. So let's take a guess. Let's say by the end of July, all my pricing is good. All my listings are good. That means titles and specifics and pictures. Um, I've gone through, I've got all the bad inventory out that I don't want to sell. Have my garage sales, get rid of it. I've done all my inventory. We know that if it's listed, we have it. Um, and I'm only putting in good items that, we're going to sell for $25 on up. I'm going to make, like, I want to strive for that $30 profit, but I have bought some that are only 20. Dang it. To me, that's not horrible. It's more about the sell-through rate. Like, what if you only make $20 per item, but you're selling them pretty fast? Like, what if you found some that, excuse me, what if you found some that have a really high sell-through rate, but you can only make $20 off of it? Are you going to pass on that just because it's not 8 into 30? Maybe, which is fine if that works for you, if that's your model. I'm not, because that's not my model yet. Now, if I have some connection that's bringing me stuff that I can buy for $4 is going to make me 30, I'm probably never going to the thrift again. And I'm trying to make those connections, and I've got a few ideas on how to do that. And that's another one of our goals. So like I'm talking about the end of July. Anyways, a little bit every day. We could be doing good in a month. Hopefully the store will just slowly. My traffic is very, very slowly. Oh, I'm not on the traffic tab. Here it is. Is this the one? No, it's not. Hold on. I'm very slowly going up on the traffic. By the way, the summer update is available to read on eBay. Yeah, my traffic's like we were in the 160s and 170s. Now we've been 190s the last couple days. That's really not a long enough period to say a turnaround. So I'll just say real quick on the um, summer update. I'm sure you guys will read this. They're testing a new feature that requires buyers to add a payment method on file before making offers on best offer listings. So basically, they're trying to say, and I have seen this, like it says there, it shows a little screenshot of someone's phone. You got an offer, we'll automatically charge the buyer once you accept the offer. I don't know why. I mean, I don't know the beginning. I know it started as an auction site, but God, why would you ever allow people to just make offers and not pay? It's just, it's always been one of the craziest things I've ever seen on a site. Everywhere I go to buy something, you buy it, you pay. I don't, I don't get it. But that's one thing they're trying to change. And then the stupid dynamic ad rate for promoted listing standard campaigns. I don't know. I played around with it. I see the benefits, and I don't know. Read up on it. I don't know how soon they're gonna kick all that stuff into gear, but anyways, 26 minutes. I was trying to do 10 minutes, but this is why I need to do videos more often so they're shorter. No one wants to listen to me talk for 26 minutes. All right, that's going to do it. If you have any questions, let me know. Like I said, I'm going to try to do these. I'd like to do them every day, but I don't want to set a goal too high. So, and some people are like, oh, well, shoot for the moon. And if you launch short, you'll blah, blah, blah. But then you're also disappointing yourself. There's a lot of different ways to look at that. Psychology is very interesting. So I'm going to say I'd like to do 2 times a day. 2 times a day. 2 times a week. If I could do 2 videos a week, that'd be good. And then as it grows, if more people, you know, there's more demand, I can make more videos. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions about ending listings and what I'm going through. It's a learning experience and I'm learning a lot. So that's good. All right, well, I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Enjoy your day.